Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Board Grandma Designs. My name is Leela. I'm from Northwest Florida. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Tina. Hello, KS Creative. I'm multi-streaming today, so you can find me also on YouTube. That's my thumbnail. I've actually took that photo years ago at a 50th birthday party. So welcome in, TSBS17. Good morning. So in the background, I have some soft music playing. It is called August 2026 Summer Paradise. Endless blooming flowers, butterflies, and busy bees. Which I did see some busy bees out in my garden this morning. So today I am going to be working on fix this camera angle a little bit better. My ring light, I need to buy a new one. It's messed up. Had a little helper here that helped adjust it. I can't quite, it's just balanced on here right now. There, that might be okay. There we go. All right. So my mother had requested a lino cut that I had done, so I'm going to be giving her this one. I had to pull that out of the thing. I love doing lino cuts and prints. Do you know what that is? This one I set aside for my mommy. Good morning, Mama. That's coming to you if you can see me on YouTube. She's not on Whatnot, but she can see me on YouTube. Hope everybody's doing well today. So normally I have some little 4x4s made of my Coptic stitch journals. I've got it pinned there, but I don't have any made right now, so I'm going to be making one, if you don't mind. So today I'm having just some Folgers coffee with some vanilla creamer. What are you having? Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to get my paper out and see what I have over here. And we'll make one together. I've kind of put some papers together. I'm across the room right now. If I sound like I'm in the distance, it's because I am. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make a little cover. Good morning, welcome in. Paper and Plot and Savannah Queen. Oh, I kind of did a little bendy on that one. So I mentioned earlier some bees and butterflies in my garden earlier when I went outside. I have some sort of a trumpet vine growing on my little she shed in the backyard, which I've kind of abandoned that. But I thought I'd make a little bee or a butterfly scene. So here's some of the paper. I'm looking for a book cover right now. So this is Contender. Really love that. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Ethel. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great hump day. I am looking for either bees or butterfly themed for a cover. I thought I had some little compact journals made. This one has some butterflies on it. Had a monarch butterfly fly by this morning and a little bumblebee. Ah, there's some bees. I'm gonna look at some honeybees. Not too thrilled over this paper, but it'll do. I'll make it blend. Birdheart, hello, welcome in. So my name is Leela. I'm from Northwest Florida. I'm multi-streaming today on YouTube. So anything that I can do, if you purchase anything, you can watch through the receipt for, oh my goodness, 60 days, I think. I'm not quite sure. And then with the YouTube, you just go back and watch. Unless they do a copyright or something. They have copyrighted my music. I try to find music that's not got a copyright on it. Okay, so I've pulled some papers from some of the paper packs that I have. This is from a 1915 journal. Thank you for sharing my show, Tina. This one's from a 1960s Reader's Digest. That kind of reminds me of my husband's grandfather. I see lots of pictures of him. I'm going to fold all these because I'm making a 4x4 journal. And then this is from an old 1970s book. It was a designer, furniture design, and I'm going to fold that up. Different style decors and stuff from the 70s. I'm going to use that. And then I got some old stained paper. That's already copy stained. This one, Old St. Joe. This is from Jim's Glen. It's from a publication that was done from the museum that I work in. It was all the writings of George Mortimer. I can't even say his name. George West. Some days I can say it, some days I can't. Today is not the day. So my AC unit is out, and we haven't resolved how to keep it cool, but I have a ceiling fan above me. And it seems like it's a little cloudy out, although they said it's going to be in the 90s today. And heat rises. I'm upstairs. I'm going to trim all these down to 4x4. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. But this is from an old Bobbsey Twins. I'm thinking ice. Freddie loses himself. Bobbsey Twins. Fun on the ice. So what are you having? Are you having a beverage this morning? Coffee or tea? What is your preference? Sodas? Like I said, I'm having my coffee this morning, although I should be drinking something cold, like a big cold glass of water. Hello and welcome in. Eliza and Stacy, I believe. Okay, and then I had crumbled this up and then coffee dyed them, and it's all rough looking, but that doesn't matter because these are junk journals. So we're going to be doing that. I got a few of those that didn't quite do, but I'm going to trim those down to 4x4s. So I'm going to take all this. I'm going to set this to the side for now. And I've got some little stickers that I'm going to put in here later on. So, oh, that needs to be trimmed down. I can put that in the middle of the book. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty inside a book. So let me do that. All right, I need to trim these down to 5 by 5. This is going to be the back cover, I believe. And I'm just going to use this for 5 by 5. Turn this around. I'm coming to you from the side. There you go. So of late I've been reading this book, The Secret Garden. It's an old vintage book. And so it's inspired me to go out and work in my secret garden on the side of my house. So I have a lot of privacy on that side of the house, although the AC units and stuff like that is over there. And the electricals and stuff like that, I like to cover that up. Isn't that just beautiful? That is just gorgeous. So I'm going to trim this down 5 by 5. I surely need to clean that up. So let me do 5 by 5 on this one. So what I'm doing is a Coptic stitch journal, which is an open binding stitch technique. I am kind of stuck on it. Hi, welcome in. Glad you're here. So I'm making a Coptic stitch journal, like I said, with an open binding, and I'm trimming these down to 5 by 5. And this will be my cover. The little remnants and everything that we save here always has a purpose of what we can do. We can do hidden paper clips out of that. So I'm trying to refocus on my journaling. I wonder if I can do this for a 5 by 5, or 5 by 7 rather. I've got these covers. I think I will. Oh, let me do this. So this is I'm going to trim this up. So it's been a week since I've been here. Well, I sort of missed last Wednesday because we had a raid train, and it was a 1000 D-stash raid train, and I had a wonderful time doing that. It was only like 30 minutes, which I thought was wonderful. Usually I try to be on here on Wednesday all day from 9 to 5, but since it's so hot upstairs and it's summertime, and it looks like we're not going to fix the air conditioner anytime soon. It will have to be possibly replaced. So I just sort of shortened the time, split it up from, I'm just trying this out, from 9 to noon, since it's morning anyway with coffee and tea. So this one is going to be a 5x7, and then I'm going to do another one for this one. It'll be a 5x7. Thank you for dropping in. Now, if you're over on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to see that chat. I use YouTube over there for the YouTube that I use on here is for my music, background music that you hear. So I don't see the chat room if anybody's there, but you can definitely drop me a chat and some hearts and say hello over on YouTube as well. I'll check it later and finally reply. I guess I have to sit down and focus and figure all that out. But I was mentioning that, you know, we did a Road to 1000 D-Stash, and that was a really good time. I've got another one coming up on Friday. Uh-oh, I didn't. Okay, that was fine. And I keep losing my blade. And that one is going to be a Merry Kitsmas. So I'm working on making some little Christmas kits. I'm excited about that one too. Hello, Patricia, Karen, Beth. Hope all is well. Happy Wednesday, hump day. I like being here on Wednesday. Thursdays, I work at a museum, a little print museum, which is a lot of fun. We just had a letterpress contest. I didn't enter it, but I hope to one day. We had some winners, and 2 of our ladies had won. This is something that I had done on a 1915 Chandler and Price. We didn't have all the letters. They had us press our names on the Chandler and Price printer. This is from the 1915. From 1915, and although the museum didn't open until 1920, but all the letters are from the 20s and 30s and stuff, and even the little rooster. So that's my little button tag. I could probably make you guys some. You'd have to have a short name, I guess. I'd have to make it tiny letters. All right, well, I've got this 5x7. I'm going to work on that later, but that's all set up for later on. Right now, what I'm going to be working on is a 4x4. I do have some things in my buy now. If you look through there and interested in anything, I can bring it up and auction it. Now, the Coptic stitched junk journals that you see that are pinned right now, I don't have them. I've sold all of those that are there, and I was thinking I had more, but I don't. So I'm working on some right now. I've been working in my secret garden while reading the book Secret Garden. the book club that I'm in that I just started. I started rather late, and I guess I'm a slow reader. So I am still reading it before I can move on to the next book, which I've forgotten what they said it was going to be. So I've cut these down 5 by 5. This is going to be my front, and this is going to be my back. Since I've got butterflies in my garden and I've got little bees, I'm going to add those together. I'm going to put this to the side. And then this is some donated material that we have. I cut those down 4 by 4. So they're going to be a compact journal. So that's going to be the front. This is going to be the back. Now later on, I'm going to need to do the inside of them. So I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 by 3.5 because you want square. So I'm going to do that, 3.5. So it's been raining a lot, and lightning, which is that time of year. And I welcome the weather because I've decided I'm on a very tight budget these days, so I've decided to move some things around. I don't have traditional grass in my yard, so I am moving some of the natural native plants around, and I've made a native garden on my secret garden side. All right, so now I need to find the little butterflies scraps that I just made. There they are. I'm just going to ask anyone that's in the room to help. Okay, so this is the kind of butterfly that I've been seeing in my yard. Kind of, sort of, that might be a made-up butterfly, but it looks similar to that. So soon, fall will be here. Okay, I want this 3.5 by 3.5. This is going to be the inside. So I'm going to cut that down. Tuck that to the side for another thing. And then this will be 3.5 right there. We got hummingbirds in our yard too. But I've been moving everything around. Hello, Paper Alchemy. Hello, Bree and Sky. How are you, Mel? I've been trying to dodge the heat. I'm cool right now. I'm in the room, the hot room. We still don't have AC. Florida is a must. Okay, this is going to be my back. I'm going to put that right there. So I've been focusing on my garden. Secret Garden. I'm reading the book Secret Garden, and so inspired me to revisit my secret garden that I had on the side that I had abandoned. So I had some company come over. They wanted some fencing and stuff for their little ducks that her daughter was gifted, and they were going to get some chickens. So I gave her some things, and they came, all the little girls, and she calls me Aunt Leela. She's like a niece. She came in, and my best friend Pam, they asked me if I had a secret garden. So I was embarrassed at the shape of it, so I have been working to get it back to get it to looking nice. So I'm moving some natural plants, native plants that's growing in my yard, over into the flower bed, and that's where my focus has been lately. So instead of a robin that visits all the time, I have what is called a thatcher that came and visited me this morning. It has a funny little sound that it makes. I'm doing well. I'm feeling so much better. I think that garden helps a lot. Although it is. It is. That's the story of the secret garden. I'm not finished with the book. I haven't read it. I should have read it, but by now, but I haven't. I joined a book club. I'm gonna try to adjust this camera a little bit more. I don't know. It might work out better than when it wasn't broken. I just have it balanced on here, my ring light and the camera holder, which is a cell phone, a multimedia gadget. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all that on with my Mod Podge here. A little bit in there. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to set this to the side. So I didn't have any journals made, so I'm making them right now. So I have got an elderly cat, and if you can hear him meowing down there, he's already eaten, he's had his water, but he has gotten so demanding. I'm going to have to go and see what he's got going on. I'll be right back. Sure, come, kitty kitty. Sure, come. Okay, I'm back. He broke his dish, so he's outside now. He had plenty to eat, but I don't know what's up with him lately. Like I said, he's an old kitty cat. He's a rescue. My daughter went through a phase when she was a teenager that she just wanted to rescue all the kitty cats that she come across, and of course she'd bring it home to Mama, and I would do my best to find homes and rehome them, and then a couple I would keep. So I try to rehome him, but had somebody name him and thought they would come and get him, but no, that never happened. So he ended up being the sweetest kitty cat, just an old tabby. But if you, I want to do this, you looked at him now, he looks like, I guess, Church from Pet Sematary. He's a scary looking kitty cat, but he's so old and he's getting more and more demanding. So I need something to smooth that out with. I'm going to get a paper towel, which of course is in the kitchen down. Oh, no, it's right here. Yay. Got it right here. Hi, welcome in. Bonnie Country Classics. I am making Coptic stitch journals. I've got it pinned right now. Good morning. I've got it pinned and I've got them in the buy now, but I have run out of them, and so I am making more. Some of these I sell here. Others I sell at the museum. I don't make any money from them when I sell them at the museum. It goes all to the museum when I do the 4x4s. But this is a compact journal. And it's August, and in my yard I have bumblebees and I've got butterflies. And I have native plants in my yard growing. It took me a long time to get it to where it went back to native plants. We live on an ancient sand dune. So I have the dune flowers that come up too. It's real pretty. Okay, so I've got this glued down. I kind of water down my Mod Podge. It thickens over time, and I'm all about recycling. So that's my mother's yogurt. Mama, if you see this, hello, good morning. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube as well. So if you want to go back and see how this is done, you can go to YouTube. So I'm going to just kind of fold these over like this because I'm not going to cut the corners. Whenever I fold these over, my bone folder, it's in here somewhere. Well, geez. Oh, there it is. I know my bill folder isn't stark white. It's not made out of plastic. It's actually made out of bone. By my friend, Billy White Fox. He has a channel on YouTube. Also, he makes flutes. But I asked him to make me a bone folder. He's out in nature all the time looking for his next flute. He'll go in the wilderness and if he sees a twig coming out of the ground that speaks to him, then he'll make a flute from it. And I told him if he happens to be in nature and he sees any bones or whatever, if he can make me a bone folder. So he did. He found a deer. So it's got gold in it and all kinds of things. He carved his turtle for his tribe. So what are you guys working on today? Anybody working on a journal? Friday I have a raid train that I'm going to be on. It's a Kitsmas, Merry Kitsmas. It has kittens on the train. And I've been brainstorming. I really didn't know what to do, so I've been trying to figure out what it is that I want to make. Is it about kittens? I mean, we here in the little village that I live in, it's an old fishing village, We have a lot of cats that live by the boats and things, and we have restaurants that they like to hang out underneath, and they're called our salty cats. We even have a salty cat day where we do a fundraiser for them. But you know, they're captured, they're neutered and spayed, and they're given their rabies shots, and then they're tipped, and then they're released back to where their dens are, some of them. And then we have a salty cat cafe also, where they will take some of these kitty cats, and you can go and pet them. I went when they were first starting to open. They weren't quite open yet. I need to go and do that. I want to make some of these little journals and take to them to see if they can sell, just to donate them to raise money for them. Working but taking a break at the moment. I work from home, so I have flexibility. I do my crafting at night and in the weekends. Oh, that's wonderful. I read it as work. I always have oops. I swipe text, which I probably shouldn't because it changes my words every time I swipe text. I think it's fun to do. Yes, I probably need to. I was working at the last job that I had. I was working in the summer months for a portrait studio, taking senior portraits in a studio. I like working in studios. I don't travel well. I don't like doing the setups and things. I like to go ahead and have it all set up and take the photos. But I was helping my daughter and my son-in-law, future son-in-law, he was her fiance at that time, with the business that they were opening. I was helping them out with their business and helping with they were teenagers at the time, and I flew out there, and then I had a phone call to come in the next morning. It was like I was on call for like spring photos or whatever at schools, but I had not had the training because I had not worked there. And last time I'd worked there was summer months, I believe. But it's been a few years. But that's the last job I've had, and I really need a job. And to have the flexibility to work at home, that is a wonderful thing. Are you using a medium or on your corners? I am using just regular Mod Podge, and I put a tiny bit of warm water and mixed it in to, you know, have it spread a little bit easier. And then on the corners, I'm tucking them down. You can cut the corners and then move it over, but to me, I just love doing the corners like this, just folding them down. So yeah, I used Mod Podge on that. Then I'm going to take the outer edges, and then I'm going to fold them over those corners that I just tucked down. And then just kind of smooth it down. I like to take the paper towel to smooth everything down. This is sort of a cardstock type paper. I cut it down from a 12 by 12 paper that I had actually picked up at Hobby Lobby. If I'm allowed to say that, I'm not quite sure. a lot of time I buy my pages from other whatnotters, crafters here. I prefer to do that, really. But I got to the point where I was in desperate need of paper. Like I needed it now. You're welcome. Okay, thanks. I usually cut, but I like your method. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I tried cutting and I'm no good at it. I get too close and I can see the, you know, the board below it, and I don't know. It's just not my method. So I like doing it this way. I have that same paper. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I had my husband bring me there. I always seem to want to go there on a Sunday. And then I always want to go and have some chicken or something, some good chicken at I can't even remember the name. It's a little warm up here, so my memory isn't that great sometimes. I'm just thinking about snowflakes and keeping it cool. Northwest Florida, it's supposed to be in the 90s today, but it's a little cloudy over the house today, which is giving me some relief. And I've got all the windows, all the curtains closed, and a ceiling fan above me. It's good to do. It's good to, yes, yes. And that's what it was the day we went, 40% off. All right. So, yeah, I made sure I bought a few packets because I didn't want to run out again. There's something about me lately that I don't really care about leaving the neighborhood or my yard or the house. I just want to stay home a lot these days. I've got too much to do here as it is, other than, doing other things. So something's happened to me. I love to travel though. Wouldn't mind hopping on a plane and going somewhere, but seems like things happen every time I do that. Hi, Amy. Welcome in. My name is Leela. I'm from Northwest Florida. I'm in my studio upstairs with no AC. The AC is broken. It cannot be repaired. I had it repaired last season and it's already, the motor, I guess, is burnt out. So I'm just thinking snowflakes. I have a fan above me and a ceiling fan above me, and there's a cloud hanging over the house. We don't have an attic. We just have a tin roof right above us in the bedrooms. And heat rises. Same. It's called being content where we are. Yes. Slowing down and enjoying the moments of life. Yes, Bonnie, it is. You're right. I'm enjoying it. Normally, I wasn't well for a while, but I'm getting better, much better. I believe I am completely better. I do like to go see my parents once a week. They live in the country. I live in a fishing village, but they live in the country. and I like to go visit them. They're doing quite well. We had a scare with my dad and my mom. She did have a fall, but she seems to be recovering from that well. But they take care of each other, and it's a beautiful thing. They have donkeys. They have 2 donkeys, and they have some chickens and some ducks and a couple kitty cats, and they have a little chihuahua that has a hair lip that is adorable, and her name is Tinkerbell. Do you have any pets? So I'm gonna kind of go over the edge with this. I bought this from another Whatnot creator, and this is gold. And I wish I remembered her shop's name and to send you to her, and I can't even find her anymore. There's several of creators that I used to follow that I can't find anymore. I don't know what happened to them. One, I believe, was a science teacher. I'm quite sure. She likes to do lino cuts too. I love doing lino cuts. I haven't done those much lately. So now this is the front cover, and I'm going to put this 3.5 by 3.5. I'm going to glue that right there like that. That's going to be the inside of the cover because it's going to be an open binding. That's why I do it this way. This is the front cover of my little junk journal that I'm making. It's a 4x4 Coptic stitch journal. That's the front cover, and this is going to be the back cover. And it's an open stitch binding. I've got it pinned on here, although I don't have any of those made yet. They all sold. That's an example of one. The last photo. I need to make a bunch more photos. Brenda, how are you today? Good, good. I'm having coffee, although I should have ice water at this point. It is so hot up here. Had 2 dogs, 2 horses that passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I gave my last 2 horses to my daughters. I love horses, but I don't want to own a horse. If I want to go horseback riding, I will join friends and family and ride their horses. I fell off of a horse when I was a little girl, and I swore I would never get on another one again. It was a really tall horse. It was me and my 2 cousins that was on it, but it put a fear in me. I don't know why. I should have just got up and got back on the horse, or any horse, but it scared me. So for a very long time I didn't get on a horse until, I'm trying to think, my mom and dad got horses, and I got on their horse. I didn't really ride it, but I got up on the horse. I got riding shoes and everything to ride their horses, and I was still too scared. I guess they walked me around, my dad did. But I was in my 40s, late 40s, when I finally got back on a horse. Or I don't know. Maybe I was in my 30s. Anyways, and then my little sister and brother-in-law, they have horses, and so I rode their horse. I could have done this a little bit straighter. I guess I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Here, got this little crooked. So I'm gonna rub that down. So I'm going from the inside out, and while I go on the outer parts, I'm kind of dabbing up the excess glue here. Having coffee. It's not easy to get back on, but very important that you get back on. Yes, it was very important that I did, but I didn't for many years. Horses, I had a dislike for them. Did not like horses. Oh, you know what? Okay. This is when I got back on a horse. It was my little sister's pony. She got too busy with school, after school events, that she was a flag girl, color guard, and she was practicing a lot and couldn't take care of her pony. So I started taking care of her pony, and I got on the pony and started riding the pony. And I was a teenager. So, yeah, I was like a gloomy teenager back then. I don't know what my deal was. I was always feeling sad. I don't know why. But the horse helped me, and the pony. I'm trying to remember that pony's name. That's what helped me get back on, was a pony. Dusty. I believe the pony's name was Dusty. We lived at the end of a road in the city where I don't think we're supposed to have any animals like that, but we did. We had a pony, we had ducks and chickens. I have 2 chickens now. I had 3. A possum just got mine. My beautiful Princess Patricia was her name. So I actually buried her in my secret garden out back. She had the best beautiful eggs, and she was my little sweetheart. It was so sad. But anyways, yeah. I only have 2 now, but growing up, we had bunny rabbits too. All right, that's the front cover. And that's the inside that we just put on. So now we're ready to do the back cover. All right, so that's going to be the inside. And this is, you can do cracker boxes, cereal boxes, cut them 4x4. And to make them more sturdy, you can glue them together, which is what I normally do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. Now you can hardly see it. And I'm going to glue this. You can use whatever glue you prefer. This is just, I love Mod Podge. It's sort of like for me to stroke it on or whatever with a brush. I don't know. It's sort of like my art therapy. Just take my time. Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend that. Oh, couldn't ride the horse. That is sad though, but you know, I haven't ridden a horse in a very long time. I was riding with my little sister. But there was a day that, a really windy day, that I was going with my brother-in-law and my little sister, and there was a crane doing these things and at a neighbor's house or property, and the wind was blowing. It was freaking the horse out a little bit, and it was freaking me out because the horse was freaking out. And so I haven't been back on a horse ever since, and golly, we always compare things to the hurricane around here. Hurricane Michael was back in 2018, so it was before the hurricane of 2018. So it's been several years ago. But I would like to ride a horse again. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I'm a short person, and I don't know if my legs could stretch out far enough to go over a horse. I know that sounds weird, doesn't it? Coming to end of writing is rough. Yeah. Yes. Heartbreaking is the most peaceful thing in the middle of the woods, and so quiet and relaxing. Yes. Oh, I love that you two are chatting. Horses are beautiful. Now, my mom and dad had a Shetland pony, and that little thing is kind of mean. My little sister has him now. And she has a mule. And boy, is she a prima donna. I think it's actually my brother-in-law's. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen them in a while. I used to go visit them. I love animals. So because I grew up having chickens in my backyard, before school I had to feed and water them. And then I walked to school. That was across the bay. We lived on a small bayfront. Nothing real special. It was like a light industry. We had a dry dock in our backyard too, and 2 docks. We had a lot going on as kids. So when I got my chickens as an adult, I just felt like my life was complete, just having them in the backyard. But I am sad that I lost my Princess Patricia, my black hen. She laid the prettiest olive green eggs. They're pretty big too. My husband especially is gonna miss her. But for my birthday, I was given over a year ago 2 white hens. Actually, my sister gave me 4, and 2 of them I gave to her, picked them out when they were little, and one happened to be a rooster. She tried to take it back, but they wouldn't take it back because it was supposed to be all hens. Are you doing the back now? I am, Bonnie. I'm doing the back. So this is the front. That's the inside of the front. And now I'm doing the back. And then this is going to be the inside of the back. So I folded my edges. I go ahead and pre-fold the edges and the sides. You don't have to pre-fold them, but it's just what I like to do. Use my bone folder to make it nice and crisp. It's a cardstock. These make nice gifts too. I like to put them in, I like to do those little folded pockets and put it in the folded pockets. And I like to do the pocket purse puzzles, the Victorian pocket purse puzzles. I like doing those. And these fit inside of those. Hi, Erica. Hi. Is that a mitten? A mitten? Welcome in. I'm making a Coptic stitch journal right now. I've already made the front cover, and now I'm making the back cover. With the Coptic stitch journal, it's open binding. I have it pinned there as an example. I don't have any made right now, so I'm making one as we're working here. So I'm going to open this back up. The first one I didn't pre-fold, I don't believe. Still waking up. Okay, so I did glue that down. All right, I'm losing myself. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to do the corners here. And use a paper towel to press it down and smooth it outward. Kind of press and smooth it down. And then take my bone folder and kind of do the edges. Oh, look, I've just joined the room. So I go into this antique mall downtown sometimes. I haven't visited there in a while since my little sister and I got a booth at another antique mall. We haven't been antiquing. The owner of this one particular store always asks me, she says that I'm her best friend's double, I always mess this up. It's the evil twin. Double, oh my goodness, why did I even bring this up? Double dinger, double, I can't remember how you say it. But anyway, she's always saying that I don't think she realizes she's telling me that I'm the evil twin of her best friend. She showed me a picture of her, and to me, I don't look anything like her. Double dinger, double, I don't remember the name. Do you know what I'm talking about? Double ganger. Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. Sharon K Designs. Welcome in and thank you for that help. Let me tell you, I'm one of those that can use all the help in the world. There we go. All right, so I got those 3 glued, so now I'm going to do this next one. I like to glue the corners. Now you can cut the corners. Most people prefer to cut the corners, but I am no good at that, so I prefer to just glue the corners down. I like the folded look anyway for myself. You don't have to do it that way. Mentioning that antique mall, I think I want to go visit it. Okay. So I was super nervous whenever I first started doing the Whatnot shows. And as a lot of people are, I noticed I put some little relaxing music in the background to calm me, but it seems like I'm always feeling a little anxious and nervous whenever I come on here. And I found that this just, it helps soothe my soul just to have that in the background. So it was brought to my attention by another Whatnotter that they really liked it. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and do it. Her name is Laura, I think Laura J 9929. She's another creator, a great creator. I don't see her on here much anymore because she's gotten really busy with raid trains. But she was somebody that was very encouraging to me. I was a little shy answering her back. Sometimes people scare me, but I found on here that this community, normally, I have not found one ugly person on here. Everybody's been just so beautiful. Me either. I always end up with a gap then because I cut too much. That's me. I have the gap and it's always shown right there in the corner and it's not pretty, and so I just backed up to try to figure it out what works best for me. So, and even this was not the best when I first started. You have to slow down a little bit to work with it, and it takes a little bit of time, and I don't mind. But yeah, these make really nice gifts, and like I had mentioned earlier, they tuck in to the little pockets that you can make from your 12 by 12 papers, the folded pockets. I love our crafting community. Me too, Bonnie. I love it so much. Everybody is just so beautiful and wonderful, and you make so many friends. I've made some friends. If I was here more, I think I have ADHD that's never been detected as a child. I don't know. I find something and off I go. I fall down rabbit holes, but I find my way back eventually. But yeah, I probably have more crafting friends if I could just pay attention long enough. But one of them that I like to mention is a lady named Wendy. She is so sweet and she is so talented. Journal Junkie 21 is her. It's like journal that underscore junkie, I believe underscore 21. Anyway, she's on a lot, and she is fun to hang out with too. And I love her accent. I'm Southern, and I have a little accent. I don't know, it might be bigger than what I think. But I'm from Northwest Florida, and we have our own little accents. And boy, you ought to hear some of my cousins. I was in a fabrics show last night. There was a couple of people who got a little bossy with the seller. The word spread to another show and friends. Oh my goodness. Really? That's unnecessary. Being bossy. I don't think I'm a bossy person. They always try to make me managers everywhere I've worked almost. But my older self won't allow I won't be a manager because I don't like bossing people. When I finally do, they cry because they're used to not being bossed. That's not my personality. The seller immediately went to the show and helped diffuse the buyer. It was sweet to watch. Must take care of one of their own. Yes. Yes. That is a beautiful thing. We sticking up for each other. Crafting community is a whole different thing from anywhere else. I have dealt with some awfully rude and mean people in my life to make me kind of shy away. But I have found that there are more beautiful people in the world than there are rude people. So I've been trying to regain my confidence in humankind, but it takes one ugly person to really ruin it for a lot of people. But it's great to see that people will take up for each other. I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, so now that I've got this down, the next step is to round my corners here. I'm going to use the large on this one. There is a small, medium, and large on this. Most everybody has these. That's what I use. I bought it what I call my blood money. I donate my blood, and then they give gift certificates. They give it to all kinds of places, but I use my gift certificate to buy this. I bought paper with it. I need ink, so I think I'm going to use it towards ink the next time. If they give me, I don't know. I usually get a t-shirt, and I really don't care to wear t-shirts, so we use at the museum, we have to clean our printer off, and we use t-shirts to clean it off, that type of fabric. So I'll take it there. The ones I don't like, I'll take there, and we'll use it to clean off our printer. I think my favorite thing that they give it is the water containers. Okay. But anyways, it helps me monitor my health outside of the doctor, and it saves 3 lives when I go, and it buys me art supplies. So I'm going to glue this down. OneBlood is where I go. Sometimes they tell you whose lives, or not exactly who it is, but where the donation was sent, and that it saved a life. I haven't done it in a while. I was sick for a while, so I think I'm ready again. Trying to avoid places where I could potentially get sick. I was sick for 3 months, more than 3 months. All right, so I'm going to turn this around. What was the brand of your corner punch? Katamaru? I don't know. Can you see that? Am I too close? I need to go get my glasses. They're in my purse. I see Kodom. I think that's an ARU. Okay. I love it. Uh-oh, I hear some sirens. Oh, it sounds like they're coming down my street. Oh my. So I'm speculating that there was a wreck at an intersection. There's an intersection for many years. There's always wrecks there. There hasn't been one in a while that I know of, but sometimes they take our road to avoid the traffic to get to them easier. Guess you guys are missing the air show today. Normally we have jets flying over. It's mighty quiet. When it's quiet in the neighborhood, it's really quiet. But then it gets loud when everybody gets their lawnmowers and leaf blowers out. I cannot stand a leaf blower. I think it has something to do with all the generators that I heard after the hurricane. Okay, so that's the inside, and that's the back side. So it's going to go like this. So now you open it up like that. So now I need all the insides. So I've got some papers here. Hi Kelly, welcome in. I'm making a Coptic stitch journal today. Normally I have plenty of them made, but I've been so busy with my secret garden and trying to get this book read. I'm part of a book club and I'm not keeping up. They've already moved on this month to another another book. And so I've got all these pages of different old books and things and botanicals and stuff and coffee dyed pages that I'm going to cut down. This is a 4x4, and because it's a Coptic stitch journal, I am going to do a 4x4 and stitch it in. And I'm going to grab my Fisker cutter, which I need to clean up because I got glue on it. Sometimes I use it to glue things on. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to move that to the side. And I'm going to cut these pages down. Now, probably could use my blood money towards a new blade here. So I do my very best to spend the very least that I can when I make my junk journals. Okay, so that cut pretty well. It's still my other blade. I wore it completely out. Hopefully you can see. And even these, you can make little notes and things out of that under a hidden paper clip. I don't know. Or Mod Podge with them. Decoupage is what I meant. So yeah, I do need a new blade. But it's a junk journal. So that's 4x4. So I'm going to cut this down 4x4. I want 5 signatures. So my daughter has recently gotten married, and then she and her whole family went to Thailand for a couple of months. And oh my gosh, they just had the most wonderful time there. I'm surprised they came back. But they got to ride horses on the beach. Isn't that beautiful to be able to do that? Oh, that one did nicely. A little shy of 4x4. Could you imagine? Have you ridden your horses on the beach? Those of you that ride your horses? You have? You've taken them to the beach a few times. Oh, really? Are you in Florida? Oh, North Carolina. You know, I just feel like I belong there. Like in the mountains or top of a mountain with a log cabin or something. I don't know. I grew up here in Florida. Oh, isn't that something? You guys are neighbors. Bonnie and Brenda. You prefer the mountains. I just feel like I'm supposed to be in the mountains in a log cabin with my hens and a goat. Isn't that silly? This one is from a furniture decor book from the 70s. Okay, trim that down 4x4. I'm going to round the corners of all these. I know, if I could just have a home here in Florida to be near the rivers and the beaches, and a place like in the mountains somewhere, I think my soul would be so happy. I think I want more script. I'm going to trim this off a little bit. Uh-oh. So this one is not going to cut very well because the type of paper it is. Oh no, I've got these really sharp scissors. These scissors could be a lethal weapon, let me tell you. I hide them at night. I should hide them under my pillow as a self-defense. Oh my goodness. This really made a mess. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this page. It's just a different kind of feel. I don't think I like how it feels. Trim this off. I keep joining the show, yet I never leave. Just love that about Whatnot. Yeah, I do too. I'm right here doing the show, and it shows me as if I've left and I've come back. Okay, I kind of want the title and the book page on here. I'm glad you guys are still here with me. I know I'm not the most energetic and exciting Whatnotter. Okay, there we go. Oh my. Let me see. Is that 4? Yes. And then I need to trim this off to make that 4x4. Oh, here we go. I guess it was against the grain with that other one, so yikes. All right. I'm going to roughen the edges up anyway. And then all these little bits we might use for other things. I have to give myself permission to throw things away, though. It gets a bit ridiculous, some of the things that I save. You're working, watching, and listening. Oh, I gotcha. We gotta work. I know, I need to do something. My daughter works from home, and I don't think I could do what she does. It seems very stressful. But she's a smart gal, and she loves helping others with businesses and things, but it does overwhelm her. And I don't like seeing her overwhelmed like that. The mommy in me wants to save her from it all. But she does very well what she does. I hate losing that C, but I'm gonna have to, because this has got to be, I like them to be 4x4s, but sometimes they're a little short of that, and that's okay. It is perfectly okay. No, I got coffee. I'm gonna heat my coffee. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Jojo. Excuse me, baby. You're so cute. Oh, you're right behind me, baby. Oh, it scared me. It looked like she wasn't breathing there for a second. Oh, I was scared. My dog, my elderly dog Dixie, is behind me, and it did not look like she was breathing, and it just scared me. Okay, she's looking at me. She's good. Don't scare me like that, sweetie. I just lost my hen. She was my favorite hen. I used to be at a market. It was a farmer market, and then they decided to call it just a market. But there was somebody selling hens, and I picked out 2 hens. A really pretty black hen that had iridescent feathers, and then a really pretty fluffy hen that kind of looked like an Americana, but it was a fluffier. But that one ended up being a rooster, and we called him Roger, but he was sweet for a long time, and then all of a sudden he started attacking me. And I had my two little angels is what I call them, my white hens that my little sister had given me. I was introducing them to they were in the house for a little while. Then I was introducing them to the coop, and he had escaped out of the coop and come running towards me. Oh my gosh. I was like trying to swoop him off of me. It was a whole thing. It was so crazy. Then I threw my back out. I ended up giving it to my little sister, and they ended up giving him to somebody else. So, but yeah, I lost my hen. A possum got to her. So I added her to my secret garden. I had a bush that wasn't really doing much of anything. Just some sort of a dogwood, and it's not a tree, but it was a bush, and I put her under that. So, oh no, this didn't do well at all. Darn. But she's part of my secret garden. Hello, Karen. How are you today? I am making a Copic stitch journal. I'm cutting the pages down to 4x4s, old book pages, botanical books, old designer books, and just different things. And they're all making the little pages by cutting them down. And I crumbled up some of these papers just to see what it would look like. I don't know. Kind of neat, I guess. But I crumbled them up before I dyed them, which made them kind of tear. So this blade is not the best blade, so yeah, I'm going to use these for right now, because see if that'll work. Got glue all over the handles. With these scissors, it's supposed to cut through leather and all kinds of things. But these are such awesome scissors. They're not really paper scissors. My paper scissors are downstairs, I believe. I keep going up and down, up and down. That's my workout for today. Hello, Andrew. How do you do? Oh, there's a Harry. A berry. Very sweet. 1313. So I'm making Copic stitch journals, and I'm cutting the pages down. This is a coffee dyed paper that I was experimenting with and decided to get fancy and just wrinkle them up and then flatten them out and then pour coffee on them and then dry them in the oven. And I wonder why people think I'm crazy. They come in, what's for dinner? Paper. Coffee dyed paper. What's in the blender? What you blending? Paper. Making paper clay. I got a thing for paper. How about you? Don't know. I kind of like that edge right there. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm doing it 4x4 is what I'm doing. You can see it. So I'm Bored Grandma Designs on YouTube. You can watch it there, multi-stream over there. Wednesdays I like to be on from 9 to 5 normally, but I just recently changed it to 9 to noon, since it's so hot up here. Plus I realized I do need to eat and, you know, take a little break, go visit my secret garden, my little chickens, walk around a little bit, take my dogs out, say hello to my old kitty. My honey's home, then I talked to him for a bit. Okay, so yeah, this is a little tattered and torn, so I'm gonna cut that down to 4x4 on this. And I'm not using the blade that goes to this because it's kind of dull. I'm just going to use my really sharp weapon here, my scissors. Is it not? Thank you for still being here, whoever you are. All right, so this one kind of has a hole. I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't even know what I could use it for. So, all right. So now the next thing I want to do, now that I've got my pages here all cut out, I want to do 5 signatures. So I'll be stitching in 5 signatures. So I'm going to take this and put it to the side with those, and I'm going to pick out 5 pages of papers here. Now these are cardstock. I want something that's lighter, maybe lighter weight. If I have anything here, let me see. I had ran out of paper, and let's see if I can find some lightweight, thinner paper that's not cardstock. All those are cardstock. These are thinner. I'm getting low on this, but these are really pretty. So I'm doing like a butterfly bee theme, kind of inspired by when I went outside in my garden this morning. I've got some like little trumpet vines that attract the honeybees and bumblebees, and I saw those, and I saw some butterflies. And in the evening, my husband spotted a beautiful hummingbird. So I always like growing them. I do have to cut down some of the vines because it is doing some crazy things to my shed. Our shed, that is. Okay, so there's one. I want 5 of these. These are all about the same. Let me get this one. So I have raid train coming up on Friday. And if you could bookmark that, that would be great. It's about Kitmas. Merry Kitmas is what it's called. So it has kittens or whatever on the train. I guess that was an AI thing that created that, but I wasn't quite sure what to make, so I'm just making Christmas kits for that. And right now I only have one kit in the making, and I'm going to be focusing, after today I'll be focusing on that. Tomorrow is actually my print shop day, where I volunteer in a print shop. We're making thank you cards and whatever else they asked me to make them. I've been working on a poem, which I haven't really been able to focus on completing the poem. I have to pull each letter one at a time from our cases, and then I lock them into what is called a chase before I put them in the printer. And we don't always have all the letters because it's all original antique or vintage letters from the 20s and 30s. It's almost, well, yeah, it is like over 100 years old, so some of the letters that I use. All right, so I'm going to trim these down to 4x4, and hopefully this will cut it better. I was told of a trick of one of our creator friends that's on here. She's usually doing the moderating. I forgot to ask her to moderate for me. Mod is what we call it. Doing my last show. So I'm still considered fairly new to Whatnot. They say after you get 1,000 cells, then that's the magic number. So I joined these raid trains to work on that. I'm a slow mover here. I think I have 715 cells to go. All right. Put that in there. I do have some things in the bin. Both those floral papers are pretty. They're very pretty, and they're about the last of them. I bought them from another Whatnotter. I didn't know that the pages were going to be so thin, but that is okay with me because at first I was disappointed in the thinness because I thought it was cardstock, but I found another purpose for them, which I could still use them for book covers and stuff like that. I do have one that's book cover that I made over here, my little basket. It is not, I'm so thankful it's not as hot up here as I thought it was going to be, because I have total dread before coming up here in my little art space, and that shouldn't be. I should be excited and ecstatic about being up here, but when you're miserably hot. And I have this little cube-like thing my husband had bought me for my she shed when I used to be out there. But I am finding almost no reason to be out there anymore, because we did have a family living with us for a bit, and I needed my quiet space, so I moved all the tools out of the shed and went out there. And then the neighbors got a dog, and the dog started barking at me, which, you know, I love dogs, so I would talk to the dog, but still, I needed my quiet space, and she saw me at night at the window. So what I would do was wait her out when the neighbors were like at work and the dog was in the house. I would be able to go out and work in my shed. And then I realized she started coming out and barking at me again. I realized, oh, well, they just built a doggy door. So I don't really go out there much, but I allowed some trees to grow that normally I wouldn't allow, to block that window and the light. I haven't really used it because the family moved out and it's quieter. Things have changed in the household to where I could have my peace of mind and not be interrupted all during the day, and I can work and have my mind space. So if you're a creator, I guess you understand. You got to have your head space. Okay, so there that is. So I'm going to take all the little pages that I had cut and put it in the under the designer papers in between, and then I'm going to cut the edge, and then I'm going to put the gold edge on it. But anyways, I adore the little dogs, both dogs, neighbor dogs. They're just adorable. I love them. When I go on my back porch, she'll say hi to me, and I'll say hi back to her, and he will too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these others I'm going to save and put in here for another day. My other papers in there. File for later on. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is kind of put different papers in here. So I'm on Central Time, so it's almost 11 o'clock. And I'm here on this session till noon, but I'm going to be back today. I'm going to be back at 3 and 3 to 5. If I can open this. Now I do have some things in the bin if you want to take a look at it. What I have pen right now is what I'm doing right now, so you see that it's not actually made yet. It is in the making. Oh, some more color. Let me see. I just love making these Coptic Sticks journals. It's a method that you can do, whenever you open your journal, it lays flat. Gives you some writing space. So I have some botanicals. I had a botanical book that I had thrifted when I went to go visit my grandkids. Hello and welcome in. I am making a Coptic stitch journal. I have it pinned. One of them, that one has already sold, but I normally have a number of them made, but I donated some to the museum that I volunteer at. I need to make a description of what they actually are. Somebody used to look at it and say, what in the world is this? I like to add some of our flub ups that we throw. We make mistakes sometimes, and we have nothing but paper trash can, and it'll get tossed, and you'll see me and another artist in there digging through them like, oh, we know what we can do with this. It's fun doing what I do. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, well, look at there. There is something added that I've never seen before. An average watch time of 3 minutes and 56 seconds. There you go. Well, I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so now I want to make sure, I want to see which one. I think I want this one to be my middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my edger, my round edger, and I'm going to cut all the little edges. You know what? No. No, I'm not. Not right now. I'm going to move on to the next thing. So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures put together. And this is my back. That's my back. I'm going to lay that there. And this is my front. And this is how our little book is going to be. Just like that. And I put the old book pages and the coffee dyed pages on the inside of the designer paper. So you'll see that on the outside. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my awl and I'm going to start punching my pages. So what I have behind me or beside me is an old encyclopedia. So I have a whole bookshelf of them, but I made the mistake of using this to begin with, so I just kept it as my puncher. All right. So I'm going to take all my papers here. Let me move this out of the way. Clear a spot here. Everything is starting to fall over. Clear this off. Put my encyclopedia down here. Oh no, this is trying to fall. I was out of paper. Now I got plenty. Okay. So what I'm going to do is open this up. To like the middle, or the best you can to the middle. I'm coming at you from the side here. I can turn it this way. I want you to be able to see. So I'm going to take the top and the bottom, kind of keep them the same. I'm going to put them off to the side here. And I'm going to open this up. I'm going to get my awl. I'm going to take a signature. I'm going to open it up to the middle. And then I'm going to find the middle here. I'm going to make 5 holes in this one. 1. I'm going to go to the middle, from the middle to the bottom. 2. From the top to the bottom in the middle. 3. Then I'm going to go between this one and the bottom. 4. And this one I want to be able to use my string that I'm working with to sew all the signatures to make a dangle. So I want to be able to have this up just a little bit higher at the top. So I'm going to not like go from the middle to the top. You can do that if you want. Excuse me, but I'm going to go up here a little bit further to the top. Okay, now that I got all my 5 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, punched in here, I'm going to use this outer one as a template. I'm going to put this to the side. So the template, all the holes need to be the same. So I'm going to open this up to the center. I'm going to put this in the middle. I'm going to punch here, 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 and here. And then I'm going to take it. I want to make sure all these holes are lined up the same here. I'm going to lay them down and take my template, take my next signature. Hi, welcome in. I'm making 4x4 compact Copic stitch journals right now. Junk journal. Well, one at a time. So we're punching the holes right now. So I'm going to put this in the center here. I'm going to punch the holes, try to line them up the best that you can. Okay, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take that. I'm going to lay them and align them up, because that's what our thread is going to go through. All right. Find the center. Put it here. These kind of have holes already from the book that it was in before, but I'm upcycling here. It's a junk journal. We use what we have. and give new life to old things that would otherwise be thrown away. Okay. And again, make sure that's all lined up. And our last one here. So that one's short of 4 by 4, so I'm going to kind of center it a little bit more. Put this in the middle, our template from the first signature. I'm going to put it in here and start punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And take this and add it to the others. And then the first one that we've taken from our first signature, make sure it's all lined up with the others, and add it back in, all lined up. So now we're going to close our encyclopedia, the book, and then inside here I have a little cutting scoreboard thing, and then I have a piece of cardboard, corrugated cardboard on top of that. And I'm going to take the whole group of our signatures, the 5 signatures, and we're going to make the holes for the covers. So we're going to take the top cover, the front cover, we're going to lay it down, and then we're going to line this up wherever you feel like you want your holes, a 1/2 inch maybe. And then we're going to come down with the awl and punch the hole. We're going to hold these really tight and follow the holes that we punch down like so. It's a bit time consuming. Especially for a smaller compact book. If you want to use all your energy in making a book, so I'm going to put my pressure down on here. You can make a larger book. The compact journals you put in a backpack. You could put it in a purse, maybe a pocket. You could put it in a bigger journal if you like. They make great gifts. I'm going to take this and set this to the side. This is a group of signatures. Put that to the side. I'm going to kind of open up my holes a little bit more so the thread will go in easier. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, once I've got that, this is the top cover. Then I want to do the bottom cover. That's the inside of the cover. That's the outside. So this is kind of inspired by my garden this morning. When I went outside, there was a Thatcher bird talking to me, and then there was butterflies, and there were little bees all over the place. So my garden is not perfect. I have a lot of native plants that grow, so I encourage the bees. There is a guy that makes honey down the street, so I like to think that I'm helping him and his bees with his honey. I discovered this person whenever, neighbor down the street, whenever his basset hound was walking down the sidewalk all alone. I had no idea where this dog had come from. It was an adorable dog, ears dragging the ground. It was a low rider, so adorable. But we found the owner. I'm like, oh, somebody is missing you. And then we heard somebody yelling its name that was on its collar. And so I brought her to him. And it was very hot on the pavement. I was carrying her. I was letting her walk. And then when I felt the pavement or the sidewalk, I was like, oh, those precious little paws. I started carrying her. She was not light. Okay, so this is the top and this is the bottom, and these are our 5 signatures. And so I'm going to return the signatures back to our covers, and I'm going to line them, make sure they're all lined up and they're ready to be stitched. There's the holes, and make sure all the holes are all lined up. See that? Okay, so I'm going to return this back in here. So that's done. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is, let's see if I can move this one. It's just balanced. My camera is balanced and my ring light. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get a needle and thread and some beeswax. I guess this is an upholstered needle, upholstery. It's curved. That's what I like to use. So we're going to get that. A little beeswax. That came from a candle from my cousin's honeybee. And then I don't think that's going to be enough string there. Okay, so you can use this kind of string if you want. This is an old candle that I used to have that it's made from beeswax, but this is the kind of string that I'm using on this one, and I've been using for a long time. I bought it from Habitat for Humanity down the street years ago. They had a little craft section, and I loved that section. And then they redesigned it, but they're not even there anymore. They have moved on. So it's not down the street anymore. I'm pretty bummed about that. So I want to be able to have enough thread. So I've got 5 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a dangle. It's probably more than enough, but I would prefer to have way more than not enough. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is wax the string. So most of you, it is lunchtime right now if you're on Eastern Standard Time. I am on Central. So it's funny, I see more of you on Eastern Time than I do Central. Very few of you do I see on Central Time. So are you on Eastern or Central? I am just thinking about a hamburger so bad right now. All right, now that I got that beeswax, which is a beeswax candle on that, you can find string that already has the wax on it. Okay. I am so thankful for those that have been hanging out with me this whole entire time. And it's lunchtime for most of you right now. What are you having for lunch? I know we've been having a lot of chicken and rice lately. Chicken, chicken, chicken. I'm so tired of chicken. I'm so over chicken. I want a nice juicy steak. I have not had a steak and Lord, I don't know how long. It's been a long time. Nice grilled steak. My grill, I don't know when the last time it was fired up. I'm going to have to do that. Hello, hello, welcome in. I am making a Coptic Stitch journal. Oh, it's a raid. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in. I am making a Coptic Stitch journal. I am so glad you are in here. I've already made all the holes in the signature and cut everything down and covered everything. And then I am putting the thread, the needle and the thread, and I'm about to sew this together is what I'm doing right now. I will be on a raid train on Friday. It's a Mary Kitsmith's raid train. So I've been working towards getting some kits together for that. If you could look in there and bookmark that, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, it's cool. Hello, hello. Thank you. Let's see, what is that? Eventful occasions. Let me view your profile here. Oh, I said that wrong. That's not an, it's an AAH. Eventful occasions. Crafting is my ministry. I'm a God-fearing, creative prayer warrior, teacher, and full-time entrepreneur who believes beautiful things should feel meaningful, giftable, and made with intention. Known for coordinating paper crafting, unique handmade creations, gift fair strategy, craft fair strategy, sorry, I don't have my reading glasses again, and encouraging others to create boldly. I love turning paper ideas and inspiration into something memorable. Whether I'm teaching, creating live, or curating special finds, my goal is simple, inspire positivity, spread joy, and make something beautiful together. So she has 1,000 souls for Christ. Come pray with us and follow. So if you can follow her, I'm following. It looks like, are we already? I think I'm already following you. And yes, I am. And I'm doing all the bookmarks here. You got a lot of things bookmarked here. So yeah, this is beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I don't want to lose over. Okay, there we go. That's me. Thank you all. Ventful, if that helps. There you go. Ventful. How did I do? Teach. All right. So I'm reading The Secret Garden, and I had joined a book club, and I joined it late, and it's supposed to be 1 month. We're always reading something different. And I started reading The Secret Garden, and I started working in a secret garden. And so I'm a slow reader to begin with. I have to read all the words. And then I start thinking about other things. I have to go back and start reading all the words again. So it's always been a struggle for me. I can't just look through a page and go to the next page. I have got to feel it. So reading has not ever been my strength. So that's why I started a children's channel for my grandchildren, reading old books, children's books, to help me read a little bit better and keep me focused. I'm in my 60s, and I thought it would be great to do that type of thing to keep my mind a little sharper. It has never been a sharp mind, let me tell you. But anyways, I am taking this top cover that I've already punched the holes in, and I'm taking the next signature, and I'm taking it and I'm going to flip it over just like so. And like I said, this is a Coptic stitch journal. It's going to lay flat when you open it. You can stamp in it, put stickers in it, you can write in it, you can watercolor in it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can gift it. They make great gifts. So I just stitched that in there. I'm going to pull this through. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put this through here. So being that I was reading this book, I decided it inspired me to go out and go back into a neglected garden that I just overlooked, and I had company come over, and I was really embarrassed what they saw. So I am working it in my secret garden. And so this book was a little bit inspired from that, because I had butterflies, and I didn't have a robin, but I had a thatcher, a bird, come out and visit me and was talking to me. So, okay. Somehow I did something didn't jive just so. So let me pull this back out. So I started at 9, and I'm here till noon, and then I'll be back on at 3. I'm going to put this back through. I don't know what happened here. It was like a little magic trick. Alright, I'm going to put this back on here like this. I'm going to start all over so that everything's all lined up. I'm going to flip it over. Got to rethread this. So my mind was on my secret garden. You see how I work? So something didn't go quite right. So, alright. let's start this again. So I'm going to open this up to the center. Thank you for still being here, you guys. So I was having some coffee a little earlier, which I should be drinking tea, getting away from the caffeine. What is your preferred drink, coffee or tea? All right, so I have it in here. I usually do the 3 knots, and I think I only did 2. Okay, I'm going to put this through here and pull. I've got the beeswax on here to keep it from tangling. All right, and I'm going to move this like here, and I'm going to put this under here to kind of lock it in. And I have to stay focused. I was thinking about that thatcher outside, but I saw bumblebees and honeybees and butterflies outside. It was just so beautiful. And I talked to the little thatcher, kept coming closer and closer to me. It was so cute. He does this funny sound. All right. There we go. So I went back to the same hole that I came out of. See that? And then I'm going to go to the next hole. I'm going to kind of pull this a little bit. Get that a little bit tighter because we want to kind of avoid going back through the string. And then we're going to go back through here. And you know what? These would make awesome prayer journals. Have you ever made a prayer journal? I've seen them done. I've not made one yet. And I make these things all the time. I need to step back and do that type of thing. Do a prayer journal and a study journal. And these are great to put in your purse or backpacks or a pocket. Great to gift. Thank you for still being here, you guys. Are you having lunch? Is it Eastern time or is it Central time with you guys? What time are you on? I'm on Central. I'm Northwest Florida. I live in an old fishing village. I'm in walking distance to all these little restaurants and cafes, churches, and then I also volunteer at a museum. I can walk to anywhere I want, even the grocery store. I used to walk to the little elementary school around the corner, but since the hurricane of 2018, Hurricane Michael, they decided to move the children to other schools because this school required a lot of repairs, expensive repairs, because it was a historical building. So it just sits empty. But I used to go there and substitute. Loved it. Loved walking there and all the children. I miss them. I miss the little school and all the teachers and the principal. She's passed. She was the best principal ever. Okay, do that. I'm going to come back up through here. to do it one more time, kind of lock it in. So the great thing about this is the stitching of this is, it helps me stay focused because my mind is all over the place. Any of you like that? Eastern time. Brenda, thank you for still being here. So are you eating right now? It would be your lunch hour. If any of you are on your lunch break, what are you having for lunch? It's 11:30 here. Well, I got a clock on the wall. I also have a watch. 11:31. Clock on the wall is a little slow. Go back up through here. I'm going to take it back through and kind of lock it in. I usually have a number of these made, but I know where 2 of them are, and they're at the museum unless somebody bought them. Okay, so now that I have this stitched down, I'm going to take another signature from our pile, pick it up, and I'm going to flip it over, and it's going to, the holes are going to line up with the next, with the signature that we had just sewn in. Sorry, but I was driving. Going to have lunch with a friend. Nice. You enjoy your lunch and your friend. Thank you for hanging out with me, Brenda. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to the next hole. And then we're just going to go back up. And it's pretty redundant past that point. So a lot of times what I like to do is go ahead and make a bunch of covers and then cut up a bunch of pages 4x4s. And then at night, that one kind of, let's snag that one somehow. So I'm going to go underneath here. But yeah, I'll like to have them kind of pre-made and the holes already in there, and then just start sewing them while spending time with my husband. He's on his sofa and I'm on mine. We have our own sofas. And then I have 2 pets, that one on one side and one on the other. So I'm going to go underneath here to kind of lock it in. And then go back through here. I wanted to learn how to stitch like this, but it looks so complicated. I thought it was complicated at first. What it is it makes you really slow down and focus. So, and I find it relaxing to do. So, I've tried others. At the museum, I was invited over a year ago to join a creative book club, and this is the kind of thing that we do there. We learn different stitching, and there was also a French. The last one that I learned, our last class, was a French. Oh my goodness, a French stitch. But I have the instructions somewhere. I made 2 of those, sold those books, but anyways, but it's an open binding too, and some of them could get really complicated. And to me, this is the easiest one of them all. Probably because I do it over and over again, because you get better at it. I mean, I did get a little flustered at first, but I knew if I kept trying, I would get better. I'm also on YouTube, so this is multi-streaming. There is a chat over there, although I wouldn't be able to read what anybody is saying over there. But you can rewatch this. You can make it go forward, backwards, pause. Okay, I'm going to take the next one and flip it over, and then find that middle page. I'm going to put it through here. Oh, my channel is Bored Grandma Designs. It says, welcome to Bored Grandma Designs. And that is a picture, that's a thumbnail that you'll see. And it is a photo that I had taken with my camera. Not my cell phone, but my camera. Years ago at a friend's 50th birthday. I just thought that was real pretty. The way the seagulls are flying around, and how the fence is, and the seagrass, and the sand dune. I just thought it was pretty. Thank you. All right. So, where was I? Okay. So let me put it through there. Find the next hole. Sometimes it's hard to find the next hole, so I just kind of fill around blindly with my needle until it catches that hole. Okay, I'm going to stitch it through that hole, and then I'm going to come underneath here, underneath the last signature, and then I'm going to put it back through the hole. I realize this is not for everyone. There are many ways that you can stitch and make your junk journal. I was doing it a different way, and then I found this way and got stuck on it. I guess it's my rabbit hole, and I just can't stop myself. Put it through here. There we go. Of course, I can't see the hole, so I'm going to run along the, oh, there it is. I've not been to the beach this year. All the children are going back to school. My grandchildren start at school. Oh, they start school tomorrow. And I have one that's started, I think, yesterday. He's a senior. It's his last year. And I have 3 others that are completely grown. And one, I don't know when he's going to start. He starts kindergarten. He's excited about it. The youngest, not the youngest one. I used to say youngest one. He has a baby sister now. It'll be a number of years before she gets to start school. But anyways, the beach. Now that everybody's going back to school and all their routines have started back, that'll be a good time for us to go to the beach. Us locals. I was raised here in Northwest Florida. See, I think it all started great grandparents. I don't know. One was, she was a Creek, I believe is what they say. Native, so there's no telling how long my family has been in this area. Ow! Try not to do that. Anyway, she married my Irish grandfather, so I look Irish. Great grandparents, so yeah, we've been around Florida for a long time. But we wait out the tourists and then we go to visit our beaches then, and we play tourist. We have the prettiest white sandy beaches. Have you ever seen the white sandy beaches? I'm having a time finding the hole. The reason why with this one is because that center page already had some holes from being in the book before. So I've got extra holes. Okay. Yeah, if you've never seen a white sandy beach, you should come. I'm not on the beach, on the other side of the bay from the beach side. But if you happen to be here and you happen to be here on a Thursday, you can come visit me at the museum. We're open 1 to 5 on Thursdays. And come say hi to me and I'll show you what I do on my printer. It's a 1915 Chandler and Price. Are you familiar with those old printers? We've got lots of seafood restaurants along the way to, everything is in walking distance for me. My daughter has some kayaks that are clear, and I'm trying to talk her into letting me hold a couple of them here at my house, and maybe we could go out, she and I go out and take them to the bay and look at the bottom of the bay. I know there's a portion that used to have some seahorses, which I love seahorses. My sister loves the real horses. I love the seahorses. But I keep them a secret. I don't want anybody to disturb them. All right. So now that I have that one, I'm going to pick up another one. This is the last signature. So what is the weather like in North Carolina? How many of you are in North Carolina? Because there was 2 on here earlier. That was from North Carolina. Seems like that's where a lot of my friends are coming from these days. Put that in the hole here. And lining them up with the other pages. That's the trick. You can put little clamps on them if you want. I never do. If it didn't want to come through quite well, you can go back and put a hole in to make it easier. There we go. Uh-oh. It's one of those botanical pages again that I put in the center, which I probably won't make that mistake again because it has a lot of holes from the last signature of the book. Uh-oh. There we go. Right, I'm going to lock it in here and go underneath the signature from before and then go back right through the same hole. Just like so. Thank you guys for still being here. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me. Uh-oh, see? Look at that. You don't want that to happen. So I'm going to pull that back through. Try to make it right. Live on camera. Let's see which one it is. I gotta find the string. That must be it. Uh-oh. All kinds of things are happening right here. Maybe I should have just left it. bunching up on me. Which I probably should have put more beeswax on my thread. Although it does feel like it has plenty. But usually I have more. Try to work that out, guys. I'm probably going to lose you. Oh boy. Fun, fun. Okay. I'm just going to keep pulling, then I'll work it out. What a mess. Now I can't seem to find the end of it. Isn't that special? Look at there. Aha. Now I know what it is. I do have the end. I'm going to put a little bit more beeswax on my string. She was an angel. And I kept her for a long, long time. I didn't want to burn her. She was a candle my cousin had made from their honeybees. And she was very special. But then I started junk journaling, and I needed some beeswax, and right then and there. And so I sacrificed my poor little angel, but I've got to go back to my cousins and see if they have any more. And that angel will be an angel that I'll keep forever. But yeah, it just seemed wrong for me to burn the angel and melt her down. So my cousins they moved into the same town that I had lived in, and they were looking at a house, and I was telling them about a house, and they said, well, and I said that, but somebody was looking at it, it's for sale, but there was somebody looking at it, and he described it. I think they had a blue van, and it was them that was looking at it. And so what they had found was there was a workshop, garage in the back, and within the walls of the workshop was this whole colony of honeybees. So they bought the house, and then they smoked the honeybees out, and they got in the honeybee business. Isn't that neat? So they make all this honey and that wax. They sell honey and wax, and they do all these things. And they go all legal and stuff, and yeah. Okay. I'm doing a weird thing again. So I'm making mistake after mistake. I'm thinking about all those honeybees. See, this makes you focus and think about what you're doing. It's really not that hard. I usually don't make a mistake after mistake like this. Also, it is almost noon, and I haven't done the cover yet, but we're getting there. We would have already had it done had I not made these mistakes. Okay. There we go. Now I can go to the next one. And hopefully there will be no more mistakes after this. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay. There we go. All right. Another reason why I'm probably making these mistakes is because my body must have been on Eastern Standard Time because I am some kind of hungry. Take a sip of my coffee and maybe that'll hold me over. So my goal was to end this at noon for a break. But I do want to get that cover put on first. There we go. And now the cover. This is going to be the front cover. I'm going to take it, I'm going to flip it over. This is the back cover, I'm so sorry. These are the bees that I saw this morning when I was in the garden. When I say garden, it's my yard. My wannabe beautiful garden. In my mind, it's beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to lock it in. And we're going to go right back through the hole that from the last one. Got to find the middle. And put it right back in there. And this is where I normally get poked. So you should wear your thimble. Ouch, I just got poked. My thimbles seem to be too big. Oh, look, I did that again. Why do I keep doing that? Did I do all of them that way? Huh. Maybe I didn't do all of them, so. I'm going to pull it back through and go through the hole that we originally made. So this is hump day. This is not Monday. Although I do love Mondays. They're after a relaxing Sunday. Normally, I have oatmeal for breakfast. And I skipped my oatmeal. So I'm feeling the hunger right now. Okay. All right. So I'm going to find where that original hole is. through here. Okay, and then I'm going to follow it up to here. And then there's a hole here. You know what's distracting me right now? I'm hearing the television on in the living room. And I want the television off. And I'm thinking about that television being turned off, which is keeping me from focusing. Isn't that the strangest thing? Okay, I'm going to go back to that hole again. And then I'm going to come up through here. Come out here. Go underneath this one, the next one. Come up. Put through that hole. Go through here. Go underneath here like that to lock it in. Back through the hole. Be sure to put it through your hole and not your finger. Okay. Go back up here. There it is. And it is noon. Here we go. Going back through here and up. And through here. And up through here. And through here. So last hole. Whew. Okay. And then I'm going to lock it through here, underneath that signature. But I want this in the middle, so I have 5 signatures, so I want it in the 3rd signature in the middle because we're at the top of the book, and I want to go through here. Let's see. So this is the one I want it to come out of, actually. Anyways, I'm going to go under here. Under those stitches. And it's starting to get warm in the house because it's noon here. I'm going to do this 3 good times. 1, 2, and a 3rd time. It's just I like the number 3, I guess. Yeah. Up here. All right. So that leaves us enough for a dangle. Now I want to find some little things to put on here for the little dangle. So let me look above me and see what I got. Add some little charms or what have you. Golly, thank you for still being here. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Kim. Melanie, hello. Hello, Brenda. Okay. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here. My little sissy gifted me. She was here last Wednesday and I wasn't here with my great nephew and I missed him and I felt sad that I didn't show up that day. It was so hot up here and I had a raid train coming up. I don't know that I want that pink one because I don't really see any pinks in there. I don't know. It's yellow, but that's really a bright yellow. But I don't have all the colors of the rainbow in here, so kind of limited. There's something magnetic in here. It's these cufflings. I don't know if I'm going to do that one. That one's too fancy. Maybe I'll do it like that. That yellow might be too yellow. Maybe all white. Is that too dull? I kind of like it. I kind of like it just all white. They're wooden. I think these are pretty. They're all wood. Uh-oh, Dixie, excuse yourself. We're going to have to take a break real fast. I have an old dog. She's a Brindle Rescue. She's about 16 years old. Okay, I'm just going to kind of put it in there and I do my own way of putting these things on. I just go back through since the hole is so big. Thank you for still being here, you guys. I'm so happy. There we go. I'm glad you're hanging out with me. All right, there we go. And, you know, I wish I had a little dangle or something to go down here. Like a dangle type thing to finish it off at the bottom. I don't know if I have any butterflies or a bee. That would be neat. Huh. So I'm looking through my little things and not really finding anything that's popping out to me in my little tray, but I have another little thing across the room. And I got all kinds of stuff on my floor from trying to organize and fix the AC unit. Wade through this stuff. It's gotten ridiculous in here. I need more shelves to put all this stuff on. Hi, I might have hit the jackpot. Look at there. I'll pour that here. I think I hit the jackpot, you guys. Don't trip on everything. All right, let's see what I got here. Oh my, I melted that piece of glass a long time ago, but let's see. Look, it's a bee. And I've got bees on the back of this. I think it's meant to be. I'll finish it off with the bee. One more time. I keep looking at the screen, trying to keep up with the conversation. It's so loud in this room. Look at, I'm being silly. Okay, I'm going to tie this off. Well, don't talk at the same time now. All right, I'm going to tie this off. My little honeybee. I'm just going to leave a little extra string just in case. I'm so happy that you guys have been following me along. Appreciate you all being here. If you're not followed, please follow. And then I've got the Merry Christmas. I think I've got some other raid trains coming up too. There is something about Wonderland and fairies. And then there's another one that I'm excited about. It's about the hidden library. Okay, so I'll let that just kind of dangle. You can cut that extra off if you want. All right. So there that is. I think did it fall? It must have fallen when I stood up or something. I don't know. I have had a helper in my room and helped redesign my ring light, which doesn't work anymore on the stand. So I have it kind of propped up here. And I don't know. Probably shouldn't have messed with this. I won't be able to get it back the way I had it. Oh, Lord. Lordy B, why did I do that? Hold on. Enjoy the ride. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. What is happening? Okay. Whew. Are y'all dizzy now? I think I lost a few. All right. So there that is. I'm going to open it up. I've got the little beads on there. I'm going to trim that off. That just looks weird. Okay. So I got the honeybee with the white dangles. And then you open it up. It's got the Coptic stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to punch all those holes and stitch each of them together, and you open it up and it lays flat. And so that's what it looks like. It's the old book pages and just a variety of different old books and coffee dyed pages. And I'm now, just when you thought it was over, I'm going to take the large and I'm going to cut all the little signatures. Well, I just realized that I'm not talking. I'm just thinking. Little airspace there. So I use some designer papers for the outside of each signature, and the reason for that is because I want the signature on the outside where you sew it together, the binding, to show the pretty parts. Are you all junk journalists? Okay, so there you have it. And you can watch this at, if you purchase anything that it's a video receipt, you can replay, or you could just go to YouTube and watch it. If I've not had a copyright strike or anything about music, I try to have a music that has no copyright to it. Hopefully I've chosen well this time. So now that I got all the corners rounded, oh, there's one more thing before this step. We are going to use like the gold edging, but first I'm going to take my sharp scissors here and I'm going to roughen all the edges here of my signatures. So, and the reason for that is to give a deckled edge look to it. Just kind of roughing it up. Because some of these already have the deckled edge and some don't. So I'm just going to roughen that up. And it kind of smooths some of those bits from being cut before out. It kind of works that out. So I've noticed that there's a average time on here, watch time, and now it is 6 minutes and 34 seconds is what it says. All right. See your books, you take time with them. You kind of put yourself into the making of the book. and stamp it, but put stickers in it. I don't know. Written words rather than text. Uh-oh. See that? Missed one. That means there's another one somewhere out there. So I'm going to do the large. Uh-oh. Well, that's really roughened. Maybe I should have left. Oh, I'm making it worse. I'm going to leave it alone. They're very sharp scissors. These little pages, I think when they're singing small like that or by themselves, I'm just going to not try to roughen them up because of what I did to that one page. There we go. All right, now we can do this. This is gold. It's not real gold. Not like gold gilding or anything like that, but uh-oh. Studio G is what this is. So there you have it. The whole start to finish. Actually, finish would be you doing what you want to it. But here we are. Some of these book pages are from old 1913 book, 1960s. One is from George West's poetry and writings from the museum. We had a couple books that were damaged in our hurricane, so it was donated to me to be able to make something like this. So I have one pinned up here for $12. I'm going to run this as an auction. I'm going to take it down. 7 seems to be a good number. I'm going to do it for 10 seconds, and I'm going to start the auction. From 12 to 7. I'm going to do it one more time. Run as auction. Bring it down to $7 from 12 to 7 for 10 seconds. And I'm going to run it one more time. Thank you for looking. So these things, they fit into these pocket folders. And this is a pocket folder. I put little extras to make other things in. And I did a little fussy cut here and other little fussy cuts in the pocket folder. And you can use it for more space in your journal. And then I did a pocket purse puzzle, which is something that you can put in your journal that makes it more writing space as well. And you can decorate that. It's from the Victorian ages. They used to decorate them on plain paper, and they would put their seal, their wax seal here, and then would address it and put it in the mail and send their artwork or their writings to whomever. So I'm going to auction this one out. Was 5. I'm going to take it down to 3 for 10 seconds. Thank you for looking at that one. I have another one here that has some other little goodies. I'm going to do that for the same. I'm going to run this as an auction for $3.10. Thank you for looking at that. And let me pin this. So I like to do a little napkin art. And I've got some things here. Fall is coming. And so I have some napkins here. Little Halloween. Here's that one and that one. Actually, I have kind of 2 of these. I'm going to run as an auction. I'm going to take this down to half off to $3 for 10 seconds. You can pick whichever one you want. Thank you for looking. Okay, let me pin this one. I worked in a furniture store years ago, and these are the fabric softeners. Fabric softeners, listen to me. Swatches off of my designer wall. This is called Knickerbockers, and this is the name. I'm going to do 3 at a time, 3 colors at a time. It's for upholstery, and I'm going to take these down to $1 for 3 colors. Here's this one is the color is Empire, and then this one is oh my gosh, what is that? Jonquil. Probably said that all wrong. And then this one is Grain. So you can make waterfalls in your journals, or you can use them for small book covers or what have you. But I'm going to do it for $1. Okay, thank you for looking. So the next thing is in here. For yo-yos, you pin it. I got 4 yo-yos that I've made from fabric scraps. I'm going to run them as an auction for $1, 10 seconds. There's 4 in each one, 4 for $1, and you get to pick whichever color you want. Thank you for looking at those. And another thing I have mentioned before are my lino cuts. I had to think for a second. Earlier I was mentioning about the seahorses. So here I had carved out the seahorse in the background, and then I got some paper that is meant for the ink. And this is made with ink, and the color hues kind of changed slightly. I started out with black and I added a little bit of blue. And this one has a little frame around it. That's what it looks like when you put a frame on it, or a border rather. So there were 10. I'm going to start them out at 5. And this is my art. It's like the letter S but backwards. Thank you for looking at those. So I'm going to pin the next one. And this one was made with a rubber-based, let me see, did I do it? No. Yeah, starfish pen. This is a rubber-based ink made on a 1915 Chandler and Price in a museum that I work at. I'm a volunteer there. So I'm going to take these down, half price, to $6 for 10 seconds. But I had carved that out. It's a lino cut. It's a 5x7 starfish print. Okay. Well, this one didn't come up, but this is another one that I have made. And I'm going to do this. Even though that says starfish, it's actually a scallop. A scallop. We used to go scalloping when I was a little girl. This is $6 for 10 seconds. And I had carved this out as well. And then printed it on a 1915 Chandler and Price printer. Thank you for looking at that. So I'm going to be back at around 3. I kind of went over a little bit this session, and I'm going to take a little break, and I will come back later and we will make some little folders for this. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I shall see you later. You guys have a good day. Come back at 3 if you like. We're going to raid. Raid now.